إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره. نعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، فإن كل محدثة بدعة، كل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. I greet you all with the greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and the blessing of Almighty Allah be with you all. I'd like to welcome you all for continuation of our series, Quran word by word. In actuality, we had finished this book already, and we making a review. And basically, this class is designed for a basic, very, very basic reading. People who basically know the Arabic alphabet and the vowels, people who try to memorize a verse or two, people who try to understand a basic words from the surah. So if you find yourself to be advanced, this is not your class, but you're more than welcome to be here. So I'm letting you know before we start that this is not for people who advance in Arabic. We are reviewing again Surah 107 called Surah Al-Ma'un. Surah Al-Ma'un. And Al-Ma'un is a name of is taken from verse number 7. Okay, and Al-Ma'un, the simplest assistance that you can give. What do you mean simple assistance? You understand like what? Sometimes understand you cooking a meal and you find by surprise that you don't have any more salt. So you need a little bit salt, you understand, to taste this nice meal. So you go knock in the door of your neighbor, can I borrow some salt? Can I have a little bit sugar? Can I use your microwave to heat this because I don't have basic things that you assist others. We're not talking about the major things. Can I borrow your car to go to New York for the weekend or for whole week? The basic things that Muslims sometimes they need it from each other. This is supposed to be accessible because you're supposed to be caring for others, assisting. We are not asking you to go beyond your ability or beyond your means to assist, but there is a basic thing that is not going to really hurt you or disturb your program if you extend it to your neighbor or to the person who's near. So this is called ma'un, okay, من العون. aun like what? That you assist. Okay, so and I give you like a salt, like you need a knife to cut a orange and you don't have a knife. You say, can I use your knife, your bucket knife as example? You say, no, no, no. Why? Because this is a special bucket knife and I want to always to use it for my, yeah, it's only to cut an orange. You can clean it and keep it after this. I'm not taking it for the whole day. But some people, they don't want to understand to assist even for a small things. So this is called Surah Al-Ma'un. Okay? Surah Al-Ma'un. And like I said, that you got it from verse number 7. يَرَؤُونَ وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. Those who refuse to assist with the small needy things. Okay, the surah start like we stated before. Whenever you start to read the Quran, you have to seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the devil, because the shaitan doesn't want you to be doing something good. Because when you read in the Quran, you're earning a lot of blessings. For every letter that you say, you got to go get 10 blessings. Like as example, by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, you already getting 170 blessings. Okay, or maybe even more. So the shaitan, when you start to read Quran, come and disturb you. So it is good and is recommended for you that before you recite Quran, you say what? أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. And this means what? I seek refuge in Allah from the cursing devil. Okay, shaitan. And doesn't matter you starting surah from the beginning or that you in the middle of the surah. Usually before you start the Quran, you do what? Say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. If you start in a surah from the beginning, you will say what? بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most compassionate, most merciful. So the basmala is only in the beginning of the surah. The ta'awudh, seeking refuge in Allah, you say it, doesn't matter. You start in a surah from the beginning, in the middle, you say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. So here is the surah goes, surah 107 is saying بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Again. أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين. Have you seen the one who belies the deen? That means the day, يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. When you say Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim Malik Yawmiddin Malik Yawmiddin, the day of judgment. So Allah saying to his prophet and to all of us, did you ever see this person who denies or disbelieves in the final day, the day of judgment, Yawmuddin, that you have to pay your debt? Okay, Yawmuddin. Yeah. So, Ara'aita, this equation, did you see or did you have seen? Alladhi, the one, yukadhibu from kadhib, and kadhib means lie or rejecting, ad-deen, Bid-deen, with the deen. That means he doesn't believe in resurrection after death. So now the next verse come and explain to us little bit more in details about the one who doesn't believe in the day of judgment. فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم. فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم. For that is the one who repels the orphan, rebels, harsh. Why? Because he's an orphan. And usually when somebody is orphan, get mistreated by some people. Instead of being kind and gentle to him because he's a broken heart, now they feel that he has no father, so he has no status in this society, that nobody can defend him, nobody feeding him, nobody helping him, okay? So you find him, the society doesn't care too much for him, all right? Why? Because he's an orphan. He's usually needy, okay? And this is a bad quality that is not supposed to be with us as Muslims. Because if we believe in Yawmuddin and resurrection after death, we believe in reward and blessings. We know that if we treat the orphan, al-yatim, nicely, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us a reward for this good treatment. So we do not do things only for this life. We do it because we're going to be rewarded by Allah. And you are not supposed to be hard on the orphan. You are not supposed to be tough and hard on people in general, but specifically more those people who are broken heart. As example, yatim. And also will be another person that come in the next verse where is what? Miskin. Miskin. Okay? The miskin is the poor, a needy person. So you have yatim, the person that is still young, did not reach age of puberty, and his father or his mother die. Broken heart people. Second person in our society can be a miskin. Miskin, you have little bit of money, little bit of food, barely can make it. This is called miskin. Faqir and miskin, okay? فذلك الذي يدع اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين. ولا, he's not. He does not encourage the feeding of the poor. Those people whose broken heart in our society, we have to pay a special attention to them. Welcome them, smile at them, be nice to them, try to assist them. And we do these things for Allah's sake. We don't want people to praise us. We do it because Allah loves these things. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will love the doer of the good things to the poor and the needy and the orphan. And also that you should be what? يحض. What is يحض mean? Okay, to encourage. So part of our duty as Muslims that we encourage others. Not only doing the good, you need to do the good and you need to encourage others to do the good. And guess what? When you encourage people to do good things, you also will get a double reward. You will get an equal reward to what? Because you're the one who invites them. You're the one who encourages them. You're the one who told them, do this. This brother is, he's broken heart. He need to go to the hospital and he doesn't have enough, you understand, to go to the doctor. If you may give him some $10, $20 so he can have enough to go to be seen by the doctor. So encouraging the good supposed to be one of our characteristic as a Muslim. So if you are not encouraging the feeding, especially the feeding of the poor, and when we're talking about feeding, does not have to be Muslim only. You're supposed to be kind to Muslims, non-Muslims, cats, dogs, everything. You care, you have to care. So Allah is saying also about the one who is not kind to the orphan, and he is not encouraging the feeding of the miskin, the poor one, that because he doesn't believe in the day of judgment, he doesn't believe in Jannah, he doesn't believe in the reward. So there is a result of belief, there is an action of belief. Belief is not a silent language and this it. It is a physical and movements that you try. And one of the main things that really that we need to share it with others is Islam, the teaching of Islam, because the knowledge of Islam is the most important thing. Poor live, orphan you're going to live, miskin you're going to live. But if you die and you are not Muslim, this is a very serious things, very serious. So we need also to give dawah, not only giving food. It's good to give food, it's good to, you understand, to be kind to the people, but also caring for them, because the punishment in the day of judgment will be punishment forever. It's not a temporary. Okay, because the poor person, maybe he eat lunch but he doesn't eat dinner. He can manage, he can go for the next day with no problem, he's not going to die. But if somebody die without testifying La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, and he knows that Islam exists, he or she will be in hellfire forever. This was the Prophet ﷺ said, ما من يهودي ولا نصراني يسمع بي ولا يؤمن بي إلا كان في النار. No Jew or a Christian hear about me and he doesn't believe in me, i.e. the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, and you know the Shahada is two parts. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمد رسول الله. Both of them together. Okay? So if somebody knows or read and got to know that La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah and did not accept it, he will be in hellfire forever. So the same way you care for the poor and the needy and helping the weak one and the handicapped and feeding the poor and the homeless, care for them also about not to go to hellfire by leading them to Islam. Give them a flyer, booklet about Islam, talk to them about Islam. Allah then said, فَوَيْلٌ لِلْمُصَلِّينَ. Woe to the worshippers. How? How can be woe? How can be a punishment for those who worship, those who make in salah? Yes, the next verse come to explain it more. الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون. Yes, they pray, but guess what? They wait until only 2 or 3 minutes before Asr, and they try to make wudu and make Salat al-Dhuhr. So you have 2, 3 hours time between Dhuhr and Asr. Okay? Don't be negligent about the prayer. Don't delay the prayer, especially when the time elapses. Those people who are negligent about their salah, okay, those are not mindful about their prayer, will be wily for them. Woe to them. Serious punishment in hellfire for them. Another qualities, bad qualities, may Allah keep it away from us. He say, الذين هم يراءون. Who's this people? يراءون. Those who merely show off. They pray so people can say, oh, they pray. They go to Hajj, so when he come back, people will call him Haji. Giving a charity so that people will say, oh, look, how kind he giving us. If the people talk about you good, this is something different, but don't make it to be your goal and your target. People could not, even if they praise you until tomorrow, it's not going to change the fact because Allah see what's in your heart. Don't do things for people to be known, to be a fame, to be people giving you a trophy or making a statue for you. People put your name in the principal list. All these things, understand you did the good deed for this purpose. And Allah knows what's in your heart. يعلم خائنة الأعين وما تخفي الصدور. Allah knows, and He knew, and He know the deceiving of the eye, and whatever your soul, and what your intention. Mankind, they are not going to know. You can deceive people, but you could not deceive Allah. So if you're giving a charity, and your aim is not really helping the poor and caring for them, you're doing it so people can talk highly about you, you're a loser. You are making riya, showing off. And Allah doesn't accept any deed that you do it seeking fame or a gain. When you do anything, do it for the pleasure of Allah and Allah alone. Otherwise, Allah doesn't accept partnership. Yeah, I'm going to do this, so I'm getting a degree, and also I'm getting a blessing. No, 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 no. Also, you're going to give me a black belt, and also you understand I'm going to. No, 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 no. Do good deed for the pleasure of Allah. And if you can hide it from to be seen, this will be much better. What else? Those people who deny and reject the day of judgment, وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ. وَيَمْنَعُونَ الْمَاعُونَ, and they refuse to give even simplest assistance or kindness. Any small thing, and sometimes they need it badly, and you don't have the time to run to the store. All what you need, a teaspoon salt. You knock in the door. Hey, Abdullah, would you please, do you think you can give me a little bit of salt? No, I don't have it. And you have it. Well, a whole thing for salt to cost you what? 75 cents, a dollar? Be charitable. Be good. Be there to assist. Don't make showing off with your good deed. Allah is watching over you. So this surah, Surah Al-Ma'un, is the surah of a society, of a community, how to live, how to care, how to assist. Again, Surah Al-Ma'un, I want you to memorize it, read it, reflect on it, try to live it. Live the Quran, not only recite the Quran. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أرأيت الذي يكذب بالدين فذلك الذي يدعو اليتيم ولا يحض على طعام المسكين فويل للمصلين الذين هم عن صلاتهم ساهون الذين هم يراءون ويمنعون الماعون. If you have this booklet, please go to page number 33, 34, and learn the vocabularies. Like, as example, الذي means who, يكذب, deny, بالدين, day of judgment, يدعو, rebels, woe, give you word by word. After this, you go to page number 35 and read general summary for the surah. And after this, you go to page number 36 and you can learn lessons from this surah. This booklet is available on adlyonline.com. adlyonline.com. Doesn't matter you know Arabic or not, it's written in Arabic, English, phonetics, word by word, lesson to learn, admonishment to take from the surah. Any comments, any correction, any question? Adly Online, ADLY, adlyonline.com. We can order the book. It's say Juz 30, part 3 of 3. A word for word, Quran. Thank you for being here. Appreciate the effort, but I give classes so I don't need anybody to. Maybe we can talk later on about how we can improve the service for the people, inshallah. Thank you for offering your time. All right, but basically I give my class to the best of my ability, and I know my English is not the best, but I'm sure some people can benefit. So it doesn't really need, it's not a open discussion, but maybe can help you understand in case that somebody need a question and I did not see it. You can. So let's talk. You can what you call this? You can email me Imam Adly number one at yahoo.com. Imam IMAM Adly ADLY 1 at yahoo.com. Appreciate your concern, your effort. Thank you very much, everybody. Looking forward to see you again. I also broadcast at 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock p.m. p.m. Eastern Time. All right. Salik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. حزب الله.